everyone, thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of Tic Tac Testimonies. Today we have a very exciting guest. It's a good friend of mine, Mr. Gary McKeown, formerly known as Lineker. I want to just tap into some of Gary's moments in his life and just find out a bit more of what makes Gary and who Gary is. So Gary, wee bit of introduction. Can you tell me where you were from and what life was like growing up?
Well, it's yes, most people know me, it's Lineker. That stuck with me for a load of years, from I was 8 years old actually. I grew up in the lower Shankill, mucked about down there, terrorised a few loads of people, usual nonsense and younger. Football was the thing, early days, and obviously one thing led to another. As a lot of people have grown up in this area, in this community, there's a lot of negative stuff.
Yeah.
And you can either shield yourself from it or you go with it. Unfortunately, I went with it. It was basically down to your drinking habits, smoking, the usual nonsense. But it started getting harder the older you got, around 15, 16, into the drug scene, around about the 90s. It was really rife back then. It was sort of part of the way of growing up.
Yeah.
There was a few things that I did get into, and it's for another time maybe to discuss.
Yeah.
During those times, obviously the troubles were happening and stuff, and a lot of things. The Shankill bombing was a major thing growing up, and a lot of people get into things and done things that,
yeah, well,
I don't think you're not proud of.
Yeah.
But it's something that you thought was.
You were dragged into
it as such, exactly.
Yeah.
But again, looking back, I do see that there was a plan there. There was a reason maybe for these things to do it, and I have to be like that because I can't just say it was my own decision there and then.
Yeah. I
have to look at it and go, do you know what? There maybe was divine intervention here for your decisions later in life.
Absolutely.
Now, that's easier said than done now than what it is back in on hindsight.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I mean, growing up like that, so it was roughly that there, and then a few things happened. I'm sure people have heard of the Shankill feud and stuff like that. That was a major twist in my life. It's maybe, again, it's moulded me. But again, on hindsight, was it my saviour moulding me?
Yeah. Was
it anything else? Who knows? But I believe that it was God that was moulding me into the person that I needed to be.
Yeah.
But that was basically growing up. I mean, that was my sort of my teens.
Yeah.
Early days. I mean, earlier was maybe Sunday school, the usual stuff like that, but no interest whatsoever.
Just there for the sweet.
Parents were a wee bit. No, my mommy was very godly. Not very godly, but she believed and stuff like that. My daddy was an out-and-out atheist. That there is for down the line.
Yeah.
That is for down the line, but yeah.
That's a wonder introduction, and it just leads me on that you've already sort of hit a couple of points there, but was there any defining moments for you, like moments in your life where you thought, what's this all about? Is there more to this life? Or
as in, like, sort of, is there a God?
Is there a God?
Right, well, that's a strong question, because when you're young like that, as you know yourself, Glenn, you're immature. You're blinded by the world, blinded by what it offers, by what the world offers. And you're talking, obviously, your drink, your drugs, your partying, you're doing this, that and the other, and other factors, running about in your big cliques and doing what you need to do, so it was never ever thought of. Yeah. So I think your defining moments don't come to way past your own maturity.
Yeah.
So looking back, I could give you 3, maybe 4 defining moments in my life that sort of hit me with like a freight train.
Yep.
A godly freight train. I'll put it like that. Growing up, I had the pleasure of going out with my wife Leanne, who stuck by me through a lot of hard times.
Yep.
She is powerful. I have to put that out there. Hard to stick. Yeah. But I love her and I have to say that anyway. But
all the same.
But no, there was a defect. When I got to a point with the drugs, cocaine was one of the main demons. Cocaine addiction hit me and hit me hard.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable and strong enough now through God, through Jesus, that I can say this now. And this is what's great about this.
Yeah.
I feel great that I can say it. I owed thousands of pounds weekly, getting chasing the drug chasing me, giving into it, destroying lives, destroying my own life, and didn't care less. But God cared for me. I didn't see that then. What I seen was a life of just my life, nobody else's. Through that the defining moments came. It was first, obviously my daughter was born, Tiana, who I never had a relationship with. And I know now it's been detrimental, it's harmed my relationship with her as she's got older. Look, she's a big girl now, she's only turned 18. Hard work, but
just get that in there.
But I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart, we know that. But through those years of defining moments, Tiana being born, been through that life still taking drugs. Cocaine had me by the throat. Chains were around my neck, my arm, everything had me by the throat. Never give in to it. Except when you had those downers and you're going up and you're going, Lord help me, Lord help me. Wasn't from the heart, Glenn.
It was a quick fix.
It was a quick fix, just saying, Lord help me, in the head. And then you were alright, you were downer, and then it got to the Friday and you were back on it again. Anyway, through all that, Leon ended up, it came to my father. My father was an alcoholic, and he had his demons to deal with. Again, I'll go back as what it says, he was an atheist.
Yeah.
No interest. He went down to a place called Newry, and Newry, it was a rehab, ended up turning to God. We never knew this.
Yeah.
But he did. But my father killed himself. Even saying this here on camera, it still gets you.
Yeah.
I need to say this detailed. He went into the lagoon, jumped in the lagoon. But my father couldn't swim, he was hard feared of water. Through years of torment, through water, something had happened. And that's the way he wanted to end his life. But I knew he was doing it. People say it was selfish, it's not.
Yeah.
He was doing it because he knew what harm he was doing to the world around him. But I pray and hope that he's in the Saviour's arms, and I'm going to hold to that. That was a defining moment, and that was on the 3rd of March. On the 2nd of April, Leon was diagnosed with breast cancer. So within a month I had that tragedy and then this tragedy. Through all that, dealing with it, what way was I dealing with it? Praying? No. Drugs. Wasn't there for my mom and dad. Wasn't there for my wife or my daughter, and things took its toll. So that's your two defining moments there. The only time I spoke to God was to call him everything under the sun. Am I allowed to say bad talking this here? Because of the language out of me was disgusting.
We'll keep it PG.
Keep it PG, yeah. So that's the only time I spoke to God, is when I was trying to blame him on stuff.
Yeah.
Got down the line, drugs took over my life, kept going, taking it, couldn't get away from it, was dependent on it. Every day, going to work, in the house, Leon fighting the stuff in the thing, on the counters, bad. Yep. Got to a point, took drugs at a Christian wedding on the 2nd of August, 2013. Yep. My wife caught me, I had everything on my nose. I don't care saying it, I'm glad I can speak about it.
Well, it's honest and raw.
And I got it, and the next morning I woke up, and that is when I knew I needed something else. But the minute it came into my head, Glenn, I went up to a room, top room, I have a top room.
Yeah.
And again, this is hard. I had a belt round my neck, and I was ready to go. I know people's heard these stories and stuff like that, and it's like normality now.
Yeah.
But I was in hell. And I was ready to go. And I asked one last time, Lord, help me. Wasn't from this no more, Glenn.
It changed.
It was from the heart.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, you can laugh at this, you can laugh.
Yeah.
When I spoke those words, and it was from there, my daddy spoke to me, the Lord spoke to me, and I took a breath. It was as if God breathed life into me, and it was the biggest inhale of breath I have ever took in my life. And when I exhaled, it was as if you're free. I stopped taking cocaine that very moment. I stopped drinking that very moment.
Yeah.
I stopped cursing. Unless Leon pushed me or Tiana pushed me that very moment. But I got it, and the Lord held me with both arms and held me tight.
Yeah.
And that is a point in my life that I can always go back to.
Yeah.
Not anything else. Go back to that. Even when my faith's struggling, Glenn,
Yeah.
I will go back to that point and just say, do you know what? He's there. He's got me. I got through the house after that because of what happened. Lived on my own for about 4 or 5 months in a wee dingy house, and I just prayed, please Lord, if I'm meant to come back to my family, come back. And cut a long story short, get back to my family. Had a wee boy called Tristan. Got married. I know we should do it the other way around, but just give me a Bible on that one. But no, I got married, and now just living life through faith, through hope, love, grace, mercy, courage, strength. Not my own no more.
Yeah.
It's
took me back because we're good friends.
Yep.
We met a long time ago, Shankill United, under 19s, you were my manager.
That's right.
And then I went into church and remember seeing you in church worshipping, and I thought to myself, people like him can be Christians.
Yeah.
But even hearing your story again there has took me back, because there's so many moments there that's so raw and so defining.
Yeah.
But you have get past them.
Yeah.
And you've said how you've got past them.
I still struggle.
That's what I was going to lead on to, because some people might be listening to this and some people might say, I want to make that decision too. I want my life to be perfect.
Oh.
But I know as well as you know that life is difficult, that life is hard, circumstances come at you thick and fast.
Every day.
But has it been different, or has things been the same?
Well, to just put it completely straight out there, I'm going through a problem at the minute, but there's a difference, Glenn.
Yeah.
When I was going through all my problems back then, I didn't have God. I found God.
Yeah.
When I needed Him the most.
Yeah.
I always pray to people, say to people, I pray that if they're having a hard, I pray you don't need God in your darkest hour.
Yeah.
That you find Him before that.
Yeah.
The difference is now, when I'm going through my life problems, I know we've got Him with me.
Yeah.
So from having this sort of strength, going through the cocaine, going through my daddy's death, going through Leon's illness and other things, there's a difference now. That's without God.
It's expanded.
It's expanded. It is.
And you can't comprehend it.
Can't comprehend it.
It tells you that it's a peace that surpasses
all
understanding. And when we look at it, we go, I can't understand that, and there's a reason why.
Soar on wings like eagles.
But listen, I just want to bring it to a close, and in the closing, I want to say thank you very much for not just saying yes to come on and share your story, but having courage.
Yeah.
Because it takes courage to step out and talk about the rawest moments in our life, and you've had the courage today, guys.
It's been a while.
To lay it all out on the table, and I just want to speak to you now, just as we're closing, just if anything that Gary has said here today resonates with yourself in your own life, that we want to just let you know that you're not alone in your problems, you're not alone in your difficulties, that there is a Saviour called Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And it tells us in the Bible that those who call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. So pray to Him today, call out on His name, and He can do for you what He has done for Gary. But listen, if there's anything that's touched you, reach out to the page, drop me a message. We'd love to get a chat with you. I would love to elaborate and have a deeper conversation with any questions that you may have. But listen, thank you all for tuning in today, and thank you, Gary, for having the courage.
Love you, boy. God bless.